in trying to also assist our consumers.
The Independent Consumer and Competition Commission is calling out to the public, aviation industry players and parties that may be affected by the acquisition of 60% shares of PNG Air by Air Niugini subsidiary Link PNG to submit their opinion on the proposed acquisition by the 10th of June.
That key think tank groups, research organizations, users of the airlines, we invite you all to participate in this process to ensure that the final outcome the ICCC will deliver through this process is independent and captures all stakeholders' views and comments.
ICCC Commissioner Paulus Ein says currently submissions have been received from direct parties involved, but ICCC needs a wider range of opinions from individuals to allow ICCC to decide on the share acquisition.
For the first call of submission is on the 10th of this month, and this is very important. And submissions are gradually coming, but we are not receiving enough submissions from key stakeholders. And this is important, so we have decided to ask you to come in so we can make awareness to our consumers and commuters so that they go through this process with the ICCC.
Stephen Sugul, the Executive Manager of Competitive Markets and Fair Trade Division with ICCC, explained that ICCC will need to take into account the effects of the acquisition on all parties, including the government stake, as Air Niugini is a state-owned entity. The whole process will take 72 days.
Competition will be, really seriously armed or not, and then we'll look at the public benefit side of it. Public benefits like protection of employment, the airline itself is state-owned, and how that will affect the state income, and our state normally supports Air Niugini's operations as well, and so some of these things will be considered as well as public detriments or benefits. And NASFAN in this case is it's funds managed, the public servants funds managed by the organization NASFAN. So how that will affect that this particular transaction will affect the super fund itself and hence the members of the super fund.
Meanwhile, Air Niugini subsidiary Link PNG's Managing Director Alex Kia, in a media statement, stated that the transaction is based on PNG Air remaining as a standalone airline that will price and sell its own tickets separately from Air Niugini. Mr. Ein says interested parties can make such public statements, but encourages the public to have their say before ICCC finalizes a decision.
There is no law that under the ICCC Act that prohibits them from making statements like this. So at this stage, like I said, that's their own view. And if they do come to us, then we go through the process to determine the likely impact it will have on the consumers at large after this process.
Adelaide Siraks Kari, National, EMTV News.